All the bodies they are strong, like in boats, like in boats. All the bodies they are strong, and the hours they walk along, but too soon they will be gone, like in boats, like in boats. 90 minutes I plus 5, like in boats, like in boats. 90 minutes I plus 5, the 9 logs for to drive, but at the end they do arrive, like in boats, like in boats.
Of course, it was a rough ride at times, you know. I mean, only contending with the weather. We started from here one Sunday night at 10 o'clock, and we'd got to go outside the town on the way coming on to fetch the horse. You'd come out of the house here, and you could look sharp down the town for the horse, bring him back, and you'd be 3 parts of an hour before you started, after you come out the house, you know. We started from here, wasn't quite 15 and a half, it was just before the Christmas of 33, you know, and anyway, we kicked off and there was ice about, see. It was only about 40 before the Christmas, there was ice about, and to go down Timmerdale on, we had to have 2 horses on a boat, and then there was 3 of us all together, and the last horse had to pull the 3 empty boats. Well, we broke it with the first boat, 2 horses, you know, and we kept on like that, and we was going along Stone Cross, and it took about 6 horses to break it along there on the first boat. And then when we got out the top of Russell Locks, that's about 2 miles from Aldridge, we had 11 horses on the first boat. Anyway, we even pulled a boat on the side at Aldridge Bridge, and about a dozen men got the back side again, it maybe it's in the canal again. Anyway, after all that performance, it was 11 o'clock the next night when I was back in the house. 25 hours, been running and racing about all day. And my father turned round and said to me, said, we're all right now, we ain't got to go till 3 in the morning.
We had 7-something boats through ice, trying to force the way through it. And then the procedure was adopted by the BCN that if we could get enough boats to follow the ice boat, it would save all this trouble of sinking boats through the ice, keep on cutting into the boats and making them sink. Because it used to be a very hard, laborious job to get a boat up.
This was a really frosty morning, and this boat sunk, and we got on this boat, put some planks on. It was sunk, so we had to put some clods on the top, because the water was washing over. We got some clods off the towpath and clodded them on the top of the edge of the gun to stop the water running over, just where it was vital like. And we all started to bail. And it was actually freezing the water. As you tipped it out of the bucket, it would freeze on the gun. And you wouldn't pack up until the ice got perhaps 3 inches thick.
In 47 it was stopped on it for the me because we were burning rubbish on the ice, cutting trees off and burning on the ice, and the canal still on the canal burning rubbish. All the boats were stopped then. They couldn't work through it, it was too thick. When it started breaking the ice, we could walk off the boat at night, out the middle of the canal, even to how thick it was, and walk back on the next morning.
We had to stop till the ice was broke, till the ice boats come. Then you'd all start going again. I mean, while the ice was there, you could do the same as other folks. They must go skate and get the skates out, go and have a skate on the ice and enjoy yourselves.
We used to sit by the fire, that's all we could do. When I was a lad about 9 or 10 years old, we was froze up at a place called Bar Bridge when I was with my dad. And we was there 8 weeks. But 1908 or 1909, I know I wasn't very old. And you know what we lived on? Fish out the cut. Terrible job in the winter.
Everyone was involved in ice playing. You were assigned to a boat on a certain area of Canal. And I used to go from Can Lane, Wolverhampton, down the 21 locks and along the Staffs and Watford Canal to Ortherley Junction. And we used to start about at 6 o'clock from Canal in the morning, and I used to get there first, help to light the fire buckets and rig the boat up with the rocking rail between the masts, while the other fellas went to get the horses, which we used last time, to go down the locks. And so we used to use horses, but in latter years we used to use tractors then to pull the boats. And the way the ice boats were built, they would crush any ice.
Dad,
Hey?
this is Frank, he's on the sick. Wave your hand, Frank, wave your hand.
He's not, you can't be bothered, can you?
Wave your hand. Let's lift you up. Wave to the camera. Wave, wave. This is Frank, he's got
Howdy,
the...
buddy. Howdy, man.
We'll have our dinner. Our lady comes up and said, gentlemen, I said, I'm sure there's a man in the canal just below. I said, I could see him, he's floating. So we put our food down and we run. And it was. And this buoyancy of this big matter was keeping him up. But it like, he'd gone for a bit, we'll say. It wasn't like, you know, lively. We pulled him out. And the bricklayers doing this artificial respiration on him. And give him the kiss along, whatever you call it, that's it for that. So when, you know, his false teeth was out, it was a brother, it was an old, oh well, Mr. Sort of old chap, he said, well, that teeth fit me. I said, hold up, Charlie. Oh, dear, I said, hold up. I said, hold up, I said. But then the ambulance come then and get him oxo or whatever. We got back to the cabin. We went forehand, put the food back down once, and I took it out to dinner. I said, I thought I had more. And he said, give me, let me eat it. He said, I'll try the round one straight and all. What you said, I said, oh, there, now that that's Charlie. Oh, there.
My daughter went in, going downhill, got a school trustee now, and she slipped and I got out of bed and pulled her out, and I always give him a good argument when I got him out.
No, I never had anybody drowned, he belonged to me, but he did. It wasn't neglect that got him drowned. You'd sit them there, they was only young. Saying they don't know when you turn around again, they'd gone. I mean, your heart's in your mouth and you don't know where to look.
Because they used to tie them on the top of the boats around the watering cans.
That's handy.
That's why you find a lot of boat children are terribly bowed out.
That's handy.
And they used to tie them on horses back to go. Then if they was a stream, they used to get a big stool on and tie the doors so they couldn't tumble into the cut. Billy Bedworth lads, I think they were steering before they could stand up straight.
And I better tell you the way they learned to steer the boat. Well, they used to put a piece of cheese on that side and a piece of bread on this. Instead of saying hold in and hold out, they used to say cheese, bread, which is a good idea really, isn't it? The good language when you grew up was hold in and hold out. Well, for a youth learning, you would know what out and in was. When you say hold in, you mean hold towards the towpath, you see, that was it. When you hold out, it's out towards the far side.
And then we used to go to the boat school to learn to read and write. And we used to be in about an hour or a couple of hours, and parents used to come to the canal boat and the school boat and used to fetch us out, and then we used to go down London or Brentford to learn goods, you know. And we used to go to these town schools. Well, they used to shout boaty after us, you say. And we got a bit embarrassed, like, you know, and we used to come home crying sometimes. But anyway, my mum used to take us back and used to tell the teacher, and then the teacher used to tell us off what used to call us boatish, because we wasn't boaties, like, you know, it's just, we used to say, oh, we weren't going on the boats, you know.
Yeah, but a lot of them didn't like what we called cabin boating, that was living on the boats.
Oh, in the bridges, you was going under, you was cooking your food on the top. You got to use the frying pan in the cabin and get it yourself. You shall have one on the top deck. They drop a tea finish from down that spit in it, anything they do.
We was issued with a school card. If the boat was tied up, perhaps a bit tied a couple of days for unloading and loading, you see. So you've got to go to school. If you didn't go to school, the school board man used to come
come to the boat, come around all the boat, where's your school card? You've got to produce this school card, and the headmaster's name was on that school card, so you couldn't get out of it, really.
And yet, you couldn't learn a lot in the short time. And we've been to that school, not only me, thousands more, we know shoes on across the band of school. Now shoes and stopping on and run across we call a meadow at Brentford to go to school.
I went to ordinary day school, you know, till I was 14, but every minute I had from school I used to go with my father, you know, about him, and he wouldn't let me stop away from school to go back. Well, I'm glad as he did, you know, because since I've been at my own work, I've done all my own booking and that, you know.
I never seen the school. Only taking coal and coke, I took him to that.
You see, a boatman, he may not have had the schooling, but he's got more in the mind. He can always add up, he can always tell you what weight he's got on his boat, and he knows all about canals, and he knows all about his engine, and he knows everything about a horse.
Right, there was only we from Brentford, and I said,
stop it.
the teacher come round for our you.
That's it. And we'll hear the rest of the tape after tea, and you can ask a Violet question. And come and have a look at all the pictures.
Yeah.
Yes, Five, 7. Whoa, look at that.
What you
Did you see that there's a hot water bottle here? 574. 574. 574. $537. Here we are, Joe. What number did I call? 542. Oh. Well, we shall have to find you another prize. Violet, for you to ask Lily's questions. Was she in fact got on the boat, got off the boat, all the technical questions, all of you who've been on the canal, I expect some real intelligent questions.
You haven't finished the tape.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, but the trouble is, I can't understand half of it. You're all laughing, I don't understand what you're done with it.
How about we're English?
You're English, I know that.
What my cousin said. I said, come on, you've got to go to school. All right, when we saw that,